welcome back. So I'm just going to give you a whole full body Pilates workout for this session. So it's going to combine strength and conditioning work with some nice flexibility and flowing sequences between. So if you want to head down onto the mat, we are going to start on all fours. So if you want to bring yourself into an all fours position for us, the really important here is we get the setup right. So make sure our hips are directly above our knees are hip distance apart, and our hands are slightly wider than our shoulder distance, or our fingertips spread. Make sure the elbows don't lock out, keep them nice and soft. And we're just going to start with some little pelvic tilts here. So just moving the pelvis, so tucking that tailbone under and then releasing. We're not doing a full cat and camel here, we're just trying to find that neutral, so that zone that we can maintain this control in. So it's very small movements that we're doing, we're just waking up where that pelvis moves on our lower back there. Good. And then find your neutral. So everyone's neutral is going to be different, but find that halfway position where we're not sunk all the way, we're not arched up all the way, halfway. Good. So imagine this whole sequence now, you've got a tray of drinks balanced on your back and you're going to keep that there nice and still. Okay, make sure the head and neck stay lifted up. Good. And then what we're going to do is start off with just a leg slide behind. So just take one leg out behind you and then lift off. And we're bringing that leg so it's in line with the body. Bringing it back in and we'll swap straight to the other side. So across and then lift that leg and back in. So I want you to have a nice length through the body and reach that leg away. Remember that tray of drinks that you've got balanced on your back that you're not going to spill. Head and neck is long, so you shouldn't be able to see your knees. You should be looking towards the front of your mat, just in front of the hands there. So the ears are in line with the shoulders, that are in line with the hips, that when we lift that ankle up, they then come in line as well. Good. And you can either just keep alternating here, or let's go straight to opposite arm with opposite leg for our swimming exercise. Breathe out to reach away and in to lower. Just keep alternating that movement from one side to the other. So this is really good to get some weight down for our wrists. So particularly as we get older, we don't often put much weight down for our wrists, and to keep our bone density nice and strong, that's so important. Okay, and then we're going to add in some nice flowing movements through. So from here, bring the elbow in towards the knee and then reach out. Good. I'm going to do 3 on this side if we can. If you can only do 1, fine. Just do it at your own pace. Good. Just going to keep alternating there. So in and then lengthen and reach away. And again, swap back to that first side. Moving out to come in to reach away. And we swap to that second side. So nice length, everything's in line. That arm comes in line with the ears. Good. And now swap back to our first side. Hold that position there. And I want you just to start to bend the knee. If you need to, you can place that hand down just to give you that bit more support. But we're feeling this in our hamstrings, so they're the muscles at the backs of the thigh there. We should just be starting to feel a little bit warm as well. And let's swap to the other side. So again, remember, harder position is with that arm reached away as well, in line. Try not to let the knee drop as you do this. That thigh stays lifted as we do those bends. And 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And replace the floor. Back to that first leg. And again, if you can have that arm lifted, great. Bend the knee, this time little pulses upwards. So we should feel that into the bottom there. So small pulses. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's swap to the other side. So reach and extend away, bend the knee, small pulses. Good. Remember that elbow, don't lock it out, keep it soft. It's important to use the muscles rather than hang off the joints. That's where we get pain or discomfort. 3, 2, 1. Good. And now just open the knees and relax back into your shell stretch position. Good. So just take a moment just to allow some recovery here. Sending the bottom down towards the heels. And then before we change position, we're just going to do some mobility pieces, okay? So we're just going to start to work through our spine a little bit. So from our shell stretch, take our bottom down towards our heels. We're then going to come forward as if we're going to go into a cobra position. Come forward and then arch back. So it's kind of like a real nice cobra, reach and extend. And then arch up in that cat position and down. Good. So this is just, imagine your back is like a wave going all the way through. Just a nice release around the chest as well to open up into our lower back and into our mid back. And last one. So you go into that cobra forwards, arch, and then push the bottom up and arch the back up, and then drop back down to that shell stretch position. That recovery. Fabulous. So we're going to come onto our side now, into our mermaid position. So the legs are swished to one side with our hand out. Okay, so it's just again, now just do some nice side stretches. So we've gone forwards and back. So remember our back is designed to move forwards, back and side to side and twist and rotate. So now we're going to add that side to side movement. Good. So this is just that nice stretch and lengthen. Okay, on this next one, just hold it to this side. So reaching away. The other leg, I want you to extend. Now don't drop into your shoulder. Keep that lengthened. You can come down onto the forearm. You can see that leg is long, and we're going to try to lift it and pulse. So breathing out and in, and out and in. Good. If that's too difficult to do, you can do it with a bent leg. Okay, that's the modification. Remember, anything with the leg lengthened, long lever, is much more difficult. Heavier weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back in. And then we'll go back to this side. This time we'll just add in that rotation. Like we said, our spine's designed to rotate. So from there, and then open out to look towards the ceiling. And again, so just turn the chest down towards the floor, and then open out to look towards the ceiling. One more. Turn to look down. Think about that breastbone going down, and then turning and using the head to look out. Okay, come back to that first side. Drop down towards the elbow, arm out, lengthen that leg, and those pulses there. Good. Now we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And now we're just going to take ourselves down onto our side. So slowly lowering down on this side. Bottom leg, keep that bent. Top leg, now lengthen it away for us. We'll go into your side leg kick. So point forwards, flex that foot backwards. Pointing forwards and flexing backwards. Good. Okay, you can keep your hand over your hip or in front of you for support. Or if you feel comfortable to, just lift that arm off. So you take away that stability you get from having the arm fixed. Good. Breathing out to go forwards, in for the return. And remember, you should be feeling this on the side of the hip, not in your lower back. So imagine that leg is sliding on a table, so the hip, knee and ankle all stay in line. Good. 2 more. Last one. And then small circles of that leg. So imagine that leg is a paintbrush, and on that far wall over that side of my room, I'm drawing circles with it. Okay, if I need to, I can bring my arm down to give myself support. 5 more circles in this way. 2, 1, and swap the direction. Now we should be feeling this on the side of our hip here. Sometimes we feel a little bit referral down for the side of the leg, but predominantly up through the hip and the bottom here. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring that leg in. Let it recover. Give it a rub, little tap off if it needs to. Perfect. Okay, and then we're just going to roll through and onto our back. So take yourself onto your back. I'm just going to move the head cushion out of the way because we're going to go into our shoulder bridges. So bring your hands by your sides. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Chin slightly tucked, shoulders relaxed down. Deep breath in. Breathe out and curl up through each section of your spine. So imagine it's like a wheel, each section coming off. Deep breath in at the top. And then slowly curl back down, peeling the back down to the floor. And then push that tailbone in and find that neutral again here. So flatten and unpeel each section off. Good. And again, curling down. Good. So we're now going to combine this with some abdo prep. So coming up, now extend the arms over your head. And then slowly curl back down. So you have to work that bit harder and then let the arms flow up into an abdo prep. And we're going to do hundreds pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So breathing in for 5, out for 5. Good. So we're in your abdo prep here. If you're fatiguing or you're tired or you're feeling it in your neck, just lower the head and neck down. Focus on your hundreds pulses here. Good. 2 more breath cycles. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. And into your shoulder bridge again, curling back up. Arms overhead. Roll back down. Good. And just an abdo prep. And then we're going to lower straight away again. So we're going to do 2 more shoulder bridges with just the abdo prep, and then we're going to hold. So rolling back up. Good. And control that roll down. And into the abdo prep and lower. So this next one we're going to hold. So take the arms overhead, roll up, hold that there. Good. Roll back down. Arms flow over, hold into that abdo prep. Start those hundreds pulses there. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any point you need to, lower the head or neck. We're going to take ourselves into singles and into double tabletops if you can. Okay, remember 90 degrees at my hip and knee. Easier, lower my head, or just have one leg. Keep those pulses going. So it's hundreds because we're going to do hundreds of them. Okay, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's that rhythm, that nice rhythm. Keep that going. Make sure the feet don't start to drop. Keep them lifted. Feeling any discomfort around the head and neck, lower down. Continue the hundreds pulses. Join back in as you can. Remember, check those tummy muscles aren't doming. So you're thinking about that flattening action for that lower portion here, not letting them dome upwards. Good. Last breath cycle. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower the arms. And then slowly lower one leg and then the other leg. Just take yourself into a nice long needle stretch position here. Good. So nice and lengthened throat. So we're then going to go through onto our other side. So just roll through your side for us. And we're going to take ourselves, put our legs over the other direction, take ourselves into our mermaid position here. So we get this nice mobility to start with. Just that nice stretch and reach away. And then coming back to the other side. Lengthen on this side. And again. And again. Good. Hold it this time to this side. Good. Remember, you're lowering down. Extend that leg away if you can. Lift the leg, pulse it. Good. So remember, make it easier, shorten the lever. Okay, make sure the movement's from the hip. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back in. Cross the other side. Good. Add in that rotation. So drop down and then open and look towards the ceiling. And again. And open and look towards the ceiling. And this next one, we're going to go back across and add in that leg lift with those pulses. Good. Remember, we're feeling this right up in the top of the hip here. Easier, bend the leg. Aiming to have it nice and long, chest open through the front here, not sinking into the shoulder. Keep this gap here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Grab hold of your head cushion or your pillow or whatever you've got at home, or rolled up towel. Bring it in. Okay. So lengthen that hip away. Slide that leg away from us. Okay. And we start with the side leg kick. So ankle, knee, hip in line. Point forwards and flex back. Good. Breathing out to go forwards, in to return. If you feel that you don't need the stability, pop that arm upwards. Just make that extra challenge. So remember, I want to make sure my waist isn't dropping into the floor here. My movement's from my hip, not from my lower back. Last 3. And 2. And after this next one, we went into those leg circles. So again, if you need the hand down for stability, that's fine. And those circles. So now my foot's that paintbrush. Remember, I'm drawing circles on that far wall. So we should now be creating that burn through that leg, that top leg that's working. Get the last 2 circles in this direction. And swap direction those circles. So keep it nice and consistent, nice and smooth through. 3 more circles. 3 and 2 and 1. Fab. Just bring that leg in. Just let it recover and relax off for us. Give it a little bit of a tap through as it needs to. Good. Okay. Slowly bring yourself back up and into sitting for us. Okay. Pop your cushion to the side. You don't need it. So you can be cross-legged or have the legs out in front of you, whatever's comfortable for you. And I want you to bring your arms into like a Cossack type position, okay? And we're just going to do your spine stretch. So from here, you're just flexing, bending that top part of your body, bringing the chin onto your chest, letting the rib cage or letting the shoulder blades come around the rib cage, and then coming back up. Good. And again. Two more. And last one there for us. And we'll finish off with a nice just stretch for those buttock muscles. So take the legs out nice and long. Cross one leg over. Okay, and if you feel comfortable to, just wrap that hand round and then look over that back shoulder. So I don't want you to be sinking down. If you need to, just have the leg lower. Use your elbow to provide a little bit of a stretch through there, and we get that rotation in our back as well. True for this with is our hip and for our spine, so it's a nice combination. And release that leg. So onto the other leg. So I'm going to face away from you now. So you're going to bring your elbow in and you're going to look over that back shoulder. Good. And then slowly release. And then we're done for that one. that one's just a nice full body workout that just brought in core, our glutes, a little bit of nice mobility work as well with that flow and that sequence through. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have had a good day and you enjoy watching some of the other videos. Thank you. Bye.